Bonhoeffer on Stupidity, entire note. Everett Jones. This week's editorial is from Dietrich Bonhoeffer, one of my personal heroes. Bonhoeffer was hung by Adolf Hitler in 1945, taking from a circular letter addressing many topics, written to 3 friends and co-workers in the conspiracy against Hitler on the 10th anniversary of Hitler's ascension to the chancellorship of Germany. The text. Stupidity is a more dangerous enemy of the good than malice. When we protest against evil, it can be exposed, and if it need be, prevented by use of force. Evil always carries within itself the germ of its own subversion that it leaves behind in human beings, at least a sense of unease. Against stupidity, we are defenseless. Neither protest nor the use of force accomplish anything here. Reasons fall on deaf ears. Facts that contradict one's prejudgment simply need not to be believed. In such moments, the stupid person even becomes critical, and when facts are irrefutable, it's just pushed aside as inconsequential, as incidental. In all this, the stupid person, in contrast to the malicious one, is unduly self-satisfied, and being easily irritated, becomes dangerous by going on the attack. For that reason, greater caution is called for than with the malicious one. Never again will we try to persuade the stupid person with reasons, for it is senseless and dangerous. If we want to know how to get the better of stupidity, we must seek to understand its nature. This much is certain, that it is in essence not an intellectual defect, but a human one. There are human beings who are for remarkably agile intellect, yet stupid, and others who are intellectually quite dull, yet anything but stupid. We discover this to our surprise in particular situations. The impression one gains is not so much the stupidity as a congenital defect, but that under certain circumstances people are made stupid, or that they allow this to happen to them. We note further that people who have isolated themselves from others or who live in solitude manifest this defect less frequently than individuals or groups of people inclined or condemned to sociability. So it was saying that the stupidity problem is less psychological than a sociological problem. It is a particular form of the impact of historical circumstances on human beings, a psychological concomitant of certain external conditions. Upon closer observation, it becomes apparent that every strong upsurge of power in the public sphere, be it for political or of religious nature, infects a large part of humankind with stupidity. We would even see that this is virtually a sociological and psychological law. The power of the one needs the stupidity of the other. The process of work here is not that particular human capacities, for instance, the intellect, suddenly atrophy or fail. Instead, it seems that under the overwhelming impact of rising power, humans are deprived of their inner independence and more or less consciously give up establishing autonomous position towards emerging circumstances. The fact that the stupid person is often stubborn must not blind us to the fact that he is not independent. In conversation with him, one virtually feels that one is dealing not at all with a person, or with the slogans, catchwords, and the like that have taken possession of him. He is under spell, blinded, misused, and abused in his word being, having thus become a mindless tool. The stupid person will also be capable of any evil, at the same time incapable of saying that it is evil. This is where the danger for diabolical misuse lurks, for it is this that can once and for all destroy human beings. And at this word point, it becomes quite clear that only act of liberation, not instruction, can overcome stupidity. Here we must come to terms with the fact that in most cases, a genuine internal liberation becomes possible only when external liberation has preceded it. Until then, we must abandon all attempts to convince the stupid person. The state of affairs explains why, in such circumstances, our attempt to know what the people really think are in vain, and why, under the circumstances, this question is so irrelevant for the person who is thinking and acting responsibly. The word of the Bible, the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom, declares that it is the internal liberation of human beings to live the responsible life before God is the only genuine way to overcome stupidity. But these thoughts about stupidity also offer consolation, in that they amply forbid us to consider the majority of people to be stupid in every circumstance. It's really what depends on whether those in power expect more from people's stupidity than from their inner independence and wisdom. Dr. Bonhoeffer, from after 10 years in letters and papers from prison,